Welcome to the home of English for English grammar and vocabulary learning. Today, let's continue our grammar session with the future perfect tense. We will learn its structure and usage with simple examples and model questions. Let's start. Future perfect tense. Its structure is subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3. Here V3 is the past participle form of the verb. For example, for the verb write, the past participle form is written. See an example. I will have written 2 articles by evening today. I will have written 2 articles by evening today. I plus will plus have plus past participle form, that is V3 form of write, that is written. She will have slept by the time you reach. By the time you reach, she will have slept. She plus will plus have plus past participle form of sleep, that is slept. So both these are in future perfect tense. Usage of future perfect tense. First one, when an action completely finished or perfected before a succeeding action in the future. There are 2 actions. One is completely finished and the other one is succeeding action, but both are in the future. In such cases, the first completely finished action will be taking the future perfect tense. See the example. The train will have reached when you enter the station. Here there are 2 actions. The train will have reached. So that is the first action and it is complete. So it is in future perfect tense. Both are future actions. The train will have reached. Train plus will plus have plus reached. That is past participle form of reach is reached. And second action, when you enter the station. That is a succeeding action. Next, the party will have completed before she arrives. Before she arrives, that is a succeeding action, and the completed preceding action is in future perfect tense. The party plus will plus have plus V3 form of complete, that is completed. Next is when an action completely finished at a point of time in the future. When an action completely finished at a point of time in the future. See the example. I will have finished my dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening. So in the evening, that is in future, and a point of time is given at 8 o'clock in the evening. And a completed action. I will have finished my dinner. So I plus will plus have plus V3 form of finish is finished. So in such cases also we use the future perfect tense. An action completely finished at a point of time in the future. Next example, my assistant will have typed 5 letters by lunch today. My assistant will have typed 5 letters by lunch today. By lunch today, it's a point of time in the future. Subject is my assistant plus will plus have plus V3 form of type is typed. How to make a future perfect negative? How to make a future perfect tense sentence negative? Let's see. Here there is a statement. She will have finished her graduation by next year. By next year, a point of time in the future. By next year, she will have finished her graduation. So clearly this is a future perfect tense. And we are making a negative out of it. So simply we need to put a note in between will and have. Then it turns negative. She will not have finished her graduation by next year. That is a negative form. She will not have finished her graduation by next year. That's all. And to make a question, just interchange the subject and the auxiliary verb will. Will she have finished her graduation by next year? It became a question. Will she have finished her graduation by next year? Just interchange the subject and the auxiliary verb will. So it's all about the future perfect tense. So now there are 2-3 questions. Try to answer them. First one, I dash this essay by tomorrow morning. Options: completed, had completed, will be completed, will have completed. I dash this essay by tomorrow. Clearly, it is there is given a point of time in the future, tomorrow morning, and this is a completed action. So we need to use the future perfect tense. Not completed, not had completed, not will be completed, but will have completed. Will plus have plus V3 form of complete. So I will have completed this essay by tomorrow morning. Next, the chief guest dash before we reach. The chief guest dash before we reach. There are 2 actions in the future. One must be a completed action and other one the succeeding action. Options are will arrive, will have arrived, would arrive. Definitely the first completed action should be in future perfect tense. So we have to use will have arrived. Here it was will have completed. Here it is will have arrived. The chief guest will have arrived before we reach. So a completed action before a succeeding action in the future. Third one, Rahul dash 5 years in this office next year. Options: will complete, completed, will have completed. So Rahul dash 5 years in this office next year. This is also a point of time in the future, next year. And this must be a completed action. So we need to use the future perfect tense. That is will have completed. So the sentence will be Rahul will have completed 5 years in this office next year. Now I hope the future perfect tense is clear to you. If you liked the session, like, subscribe and press the bell icon for all notifications of daily lessons. Share with your friends. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.